Welcome to part 3 of the Gair training. This last part of the training will look at language and play and share good practice and some practical suggestions for language immersion. Here is an example on the screen of a Cylch Meithrin leader promoting language in a very simple and effective way without spoiling the play or disrupting it. Playing with blocks and building is very rich play, full of independent learning opportunities for children, and all kinds of complex learning takes place. In general, playing with blocks is done without adult intervention, but, as you can see from the example, an adult can offer comments and ask questions without disrupting, and, very often, without really knowing what is going on. The relationship between the children and the adults is a completely equal one. The children know what is happening and the adults are trying to guess. Watch this clip and consider which features of the immersion method can be heard here.
Bore da, Lucy.
Hello, what do you want?
Rwy eisiau teiars os gwelwch yn dda.
Do you want tyres?
Ydw, teiars os gwelwch yn dda.
She wants tyres. Have you got tyres for her? What kind of tyres?
Teiars I Ford Fiesta os gwelwch yn dda.
Is it a new Ford Fiesta? I've got the catalogue here.
Ie, Ford Fiesta newydd. Dangos y llun I fi.
This one, is it?
Ie, diolch yn fawr, Daniel. Y teiar yna, fel yn y llun. Diolch.
What about this clip? Consider again which features of the immersion method can be heard.
Ble wyt ti wedi chwarae'r bore yma?
Louis.
Rwyt ti wedi chwarae efo Louis? Roeddet ti'n chwarae efo Louis bore yma yn y tŷ. Ond yn y cylch, ble wyt ti wedi bod yn chwarae?
Emily.
Efo Emily. A be wyt ti wedi bod yn neud efo Emily?
Blocks.
Blociau. A be wyt ti wedi neud efo'r blociau? Be ydy'r gair?
Adeiladu.
Ie, adeiladu. O, da iawn. A be da chi wedi adeiladu? Tŷ neu stabal?
Stabal.
Pwy sy'n byw yn y stabal? Baban Iesu. Baban Iesu. Ac mae'r baban yn...
Cysgu.
Ie, cysgu, cysgu. Da iawn.
Everyday activities in the Cylch Meithrin are an excellent opportunity to establish and practice the language. Discuss the linguistic value of the following activities and how we can make use of these daily practices to establish and extend the children's language. Registration time. Fruit and drink time. Calling everyone together for a singing session. Tidying up time. washing our hands, putting our wellies on to go outside. What other daily or regular opportunities are valuable in your opinion? Each cylch meithrin has a story time, and this can either be done with a group or with an individual child. It's a special time for enriching the language of young children. There will often be repetition in the story and an opportunity to practice language. Remember, choose a suitable story and book, one that isn't too complicated for younger children. Remember that the size of the book is important, that it's not too small for the number of children in the group. Also, remember to practice the story before you start. The experience can become tedious if the storyteller stumbles over words. Including the children in the story is an effective way of keeping their attention. Pause every now and again to ask questions such as, "What's coming next?" Or stop to offer suggestions and ask advice. "Should the little pig run away? Should I hit the drum or the tambourine?" Sometimes it's a good idea to read the same story every day for a week. Young children like familiar things. Remember also that you can use props, puppets, musical instruments, various sounds, story bags, pebbles, shells, and so on. But the most important thing is the storyteller's voice and body. And remember that you don't always need a book. Why not venture to tell a story without it? Lift the Flap books are also a particularly valuable resource to use with a small group of children. Although the books are too small for a group of more than 4 to 5 children. Lift the Flap books are also valuable when reading with one child. As you can see on the screen, they provide an opportunity to discuss all kinds of concepts and have fun. Playing outdoors, adventuring in nature, is a vital part of good practice in the early years. It's an excellent opportunity to use a variety of language and, because of the setting, the relationship between the children and the adults changes. Children will often gain confidence and their tone of voice will change. This slide shows the story of some children playing in a forest, with the adults promoting language and fun. Notice the different language patterns, rhymes and questions the practitioners are able to use. Things like singing, 1, 2, 3, pawb i'r goedwig unwaith eto, or asking who wants to help who. Pwy sy'n helpu pwy? What is happening on this slide? Consider how the practitioners are promoting language and fun in these examples. During this session, we have looked at the connection between language and play and offered some practical suggestions. For further information, look at the Croesi'r Bont and Siarad gyda fi resources. And to conclude, what do you need to help non-Welsh-speaking children start on their path towards bilingualism? Remember the A, B, C. A is for agwedd, attitude. Be positive and confident, understanding the message. B stands for brwdfrydedd, enthusiasm and energy, being happy, lively and fun, and willing to sometimes act the clown with the children. C is for credu, believing. Believing that the Welsh language belongs to every child, and believing in yourself. You can do this.